Hello everyone, thank you very much for tuning in for another game of StarCraft 2, brought to you by Malikicowtipper, the blue Zerg in the lower left-hand corner of Zelnaga Caverns, faces marlZ on the upper right-hand corner of Zelnaga Caverns. Now, kind of escapes me at the moment for marlZ's record. I'm pretty sure he is a gold level player in 1v1, and actually a platinum player in 2v2 as of right now, so this is my second StarCraft 2 post. Again, thank you very much for either tuning in to watch me because you think I'm awesome with my Overlord, or because you have an abundance of free time. Either way, I will definitely take it. So, now getting back to the game right here, pretty standard opening build from both of the players over here. We see that the Terran's going for supply deep over here, more than likely followed by Arax. It's a pretty standard wall off. Saturating minerals, let me get the income tab going on up here. Pretty even drone count. I will be going for a 14 extractor, 13 drone, 14 pool. Hopefully, as long as I don't slip up too badly on my macro. Let's check that out right now. 27 actions per minute because I'm awesome. There's the first Rax, and a little further back than what you normally see, but I have 100% confidence in marlZ over here that he will wall this off at some point. So, right here, I have my extractor down at 14, got the 14 worker going, and then he's sending a scout over here. Pretty standard stuff. Just seeing what I've got going down. Probably going to keep it over here until he sees my pool, and ooh, late pool. Let's not spend so much time making a cool little pattern over here with your drone there. So there goes the pool, and I'm sure he's expecting it to go up any second by now. It's just late enough in the game. It's 2 minutes and 30 seconds in, where if I don't put my pool down soon, it's just a thing that kind of makes me a tool at that point. So, moving on back, must have managed to kill my worker when I wasn't looking over there. Have one Rax down, second supply depot, followed up by second Rax. And right now, I am just content to continue droning up at 14, 15 harvesters, working on getting that 16 one out there, and then probably going to go for an Overlord with this next larva right here. That way, as soon as this spawning pool finishes, I can pop the Queen. Soon enough after that, yep, there's that Overlord. I'm going to be able to put out some Zerglings, and I'm going to be able to get some troops out on the field, seeing that he's already got a Marine out here. This little guy's just kind of chilling over here. There's a bunker going up, so we're seeing the Terran wall off. Nothing that I didn't really expect going into this game. So, got workers collecting on gas. Now, I know a lot of the pro Zerg players have been pulling their workers off of gas. For myself, I'm going to go for an exceedingly fast Bangling build, which is something I've been doing a lot against the Terran lately. It just seems to work out better than anything else I could be doing. Zergling, Bangling, Muta build has just been winning me games, and it's something I'm going to continue to do until I see something other than MMM from these Terran opponents. So right now, collecting my gas, got 15 by 17, so being outproduced by the Terran player. Now, that's something you want as a Zerg. You really want to be at least 2 steps ahead of him economically. They've got the mules, so he's just going to bring in minerals, which is what he's going to use to spam a lot of those Marines. We have the Tech Lab going up here, probably going to be used to research stim packs, and then more than likely going to see a reactor on the other barracks over here myself. Got a couple little bunch of Zerglings, no second gas going up, and there's a Bangling nest. And like I said, the reason why I'm keeping that down is I can go for speed right away and transition directly into Bangling. And the hope would be that as soon after that, I'll be able to turn some of these guys into Banglings without having to put drones back on there and try to, you know, play catch up. I just want to have them. I want to have them ready. Viewing the game timer down here, it seems like a lot of these attacks tend to come at around 8 to 9 minutes. It just seems that's when the Terran generally feels that he has enough Marines, enough Marauders where he can push out and be relatively safe with it. My Queen gonna spew. I shouldn't say spew, she's gonna poop or creep. These little creep tumors everywhere, and they're just gonna keep scrolling all over until the entire world is covered in creep. Cover the world in joy. I say cover the world in creep. But orbital scan going down. Don't know if he caught my Banglings or my Bangling nest. He definitely saw my Queen. Knows that I'm not at Lairtech at all. I'm setting up Zergling right now. See that he's got a bunker. That Marauder is like, screw you, dude. You can't come in here. I'm not invited to this party. And I'm going to keep my troops up here on the sledge, you know, just in case they decide to come out. But I definitely won't be researching Burrow, which, you know, awesome trick. I don't have it in this replay, but Burrow just a half dozen to a dozen of these things, they can completely wipe out a huge-sized MM ball. It's just absolutely ridiculous. So right here, we've got the reactor up, training Marauders out of here, Marines out of here. We have a factory coming up over here. Not sure what we're going to see out of that factory right now, but holy saturation. We have a lot of harvesters coming out, and we still have more coming out. There's just a lot happening here, and I guess I'm going to go out and I'm going to do a little bit of looking around. You know, I saw that A bunker there earlier, I had some troops, and I just want to see what I can see. Back over here, got a few banglings, sitting on plenty of larvae over here, because Zerg larvae are so cool. So over here we got a line of troops moving out, and then... oh! There goes the entire wall in right there. Let's rush some Zerglings in there. Let's get a scout going. Let's see what we can find. I see the factory, I see the racks, I see everything that is going on at your base, and then you decide that you're going to go and you're going to rewind your game. Sorry about that, folks. And you're going to poke away at my hatchery now. Smart play would have canceled. I'm like, oh no, I can save my hatchery. And he's like, dude, we're stimmed. We're going to run away. We're going to micro you. And it just has to finish. And I'm like, well, I got to pull back. And I guess I'm cool with giving up my hatchery. I'm just going to let him fire away at it. You know, these little guys are going to come out. They're going to get him, get him. And they almost got you, but not quite. Now, what's he going to do? What is he going to use these guys for? I'm sitting up here. I've got... oh, there's a lot of lings. Yep, guys, I didn't point it out, but when that attack came, I was sitting on 9 larvae and about 400 minerals. So, had I been a little bit more proactive about that part of it, not slip so much on my macro, I would probably have an expansion here. I'd probably have a queen here as well, some drones going on it, and I'd be looking pretty good. So, these Marines stimming over here. I'm gonna drop a changeling over here, because I want to see what's going on. I want to see more of what he's putting up over here, because I saw his factory earlier. You can see now that he's putting on a tech lab, so more than Hellions, probably going to be tanks. Maybe he'll tech the Thors. It's kind of tough to say. That would definitely be a good choice, because I'm hoping at some point to... oh, good, I've got that Spire down. I would like to get up to Ling Bangling Muta. That's definitely the whole idea of this game. So, Starport going up over here, completely wide open. No, probably could be using these troops over here to just rush in. There's no tanks. Could melt this entire force, and then just start picking away some workers, picking away some tech. But another good example right here of this game of things that, you know, I could have been doing, but probably wasn't doing. So, big takeaway right there. So, I'm really being out-econned right now. 21 harvesters to 18 harvesters. You can see that. Army size, relatively comparable. You know, he's got a little bit more up on me, but I generally feel that early in this game, if he's going Marines, Marauders, as long as I've got, you know, half a dozen to a dozen banglings mixed in with that mix, I can probably deal with a force that's just a little bit larger than mine, at least melt all of the Marines out of there, and let my lings just kind of do the makeup work on that part of it. So, just now getting this expansion back up and running, and surprisingly my Terran opponent has not expanded out yet. We are looking at 30 harvesters on one base, so there's definitely a lot of saturation going down there, and he's probably going to continue to call down mules and just burn through these minerals. Now, this is a total pro play here, guys. I really want everyone to see, so I was going to run my Zerglings up. I'm like, no, that's a bad idea. I'm going to send up my 4 banglings with no support to get blown up. It should have been you or anyone of you little Zerglings could have been the hero, went up there and be like, hey dude, he's got siege tanks. Everyone else would be like, crap, we're going to get back here, we're going to go back to the creep, we like it over here, chill with our new Muta buddies, because that Spire is finally up, finally going to be able to do something with it, and producing some workers. Could be doing a drone transfer right now, but nah, I'm not that cool. I like to keep my drones right where they are. I like to burn through minerals, you know, just totally empty out a base, make it worthless. It's kind of cool. So, right here I can see that I am far overspent right now. He has a lot of troops, you know, tanks, Marines, and then we're seeing medevac ships right here. He could definitely push out and make something happen against me right now. That would not be all that difficult. Double the mineral, you know, a little bit more on the gas. But again, the banglings can definitely help make up for some inefficiencies facing this build, so I have the medevacs just kind of chilling over here now. I've barely even started to saturate the space, and here we go. Now I've got some workers going on it. Now my economy, hopefully going to shoot right back up, or at least match what he's doing over here. You know, he scans it. He's all like, oh, dude, you've got nothing over here. You know, I've got some troops. They're just chilling. We are going to do a drop over here, and this is a really smart move. He stops his troops from attacking, or as soon as they killed that guy, stims them all, runs in. Mike Coon is like, get away. He didn't even get a chance to speak their mind. These guys, you know, pulling them all away because I'd rather not have them die, and then getting everything but the tank, and one little Marine back in there. Now, at least a little to chase these guys away. Hopefully pick off one or two of these dropships. But good move on his part. Dropping his cargo. Marines are going to stim up. They're going to get healed. They're just going to waste those mutas. Pulling back through. I'm going to go back. I'm going to snipe one more of them. I have an expansion going up here in this position. I've seen a lot of people take these, I don't want to call them like rogue expansions, but these far out expansions on this map, and leave their natural expansion empty for some time. I'm not quite sure quite the reason for that. They're probably hoping that, you know, you're just not going to find it. You're not going to see it, you know, and they're going to be able to completely harvest from this, invest very little in it, pick it clean, and you're not even going to know what happened. These Marines over here, they're going to try to shoot down these rocks, probably going to continue to harass me from the back that way, trying to get this hatchery up and running. I really need to. I'm very close to being, no, I shouldn't say very close, but, you know, probably over halfway mined out on my main base. Still got about 1,000, 1,400 gas right there, but realistically, this is 2 times I should not have lost this hatchery over here. You know, I could have this entirely saturated, both these going, have double the size army that I have, to which he's still outspending me militarily quite heavily. I've got my mutas back here. I'm doing absolutely nothing with them. We have a group of troops moving right out here into the middle, and we've got these 3 dropships. So what he's going to do right here is a pretty cool little maneuver. He's going to 2-prong attack me. He's going to try to set up, more than likely bait me over here, set up some siege tanks, get me to run my troops over there, and then use these dropships to come over here, and he's going to snipe my hatchery again. You know, at least that's what his plan is. Let's see if I'm going to let him get away with it, you know. Moving in, most of my Zerglings right there. You know, Bangling's going and taking these guys out. Got some more troops over here. Pretty cool. But we have the dropships coming back in over here, and one little hero wing trying to make a difference. But, you know, kind of the thing that tried to put him, and there goes this hatchery.